задний ход, давай задний ход.
The camera captured critical mistakes during extreme felling and hauling operations. The risk is real, and the failures are catastrophic. Don't look away. Keep watching on Machine Universe. That pinch point created a dangerous catapult.
Get out of there.
Bro rode that snapped branch like a witch's broom. Seriously, Sketch, but glad you are okay after that surprise snap. That one log is about 40,000 pounds. Just a single piece weighs a ton. Absolutely insane. What? That's impossible. He's trying to pull those massive logs through a total mire. Hauling timber out of the forest in that condition is a serious test. Driver is awesome. He knows how to rock the Ural to get out of that hole. Huge respect, because bouncing it out of the mud like that takes some real skill. Nice shot. Wrong target, but nice shot.
Córrele, Johnny. Ay. Se va a caer para la fence.
Trying to save money on demolition is definitely going to cost him a few $100 in repairs. Working these steep, mountainous woods is seriously tough labor. Logging sites that rough definitely drive up the cost per cubic meter significantly. The TT4 is still going strong. These machines are legendary.
Gas motor that...
Have you ever seen a helicopter cutting trees before? The MD-500 is getting the job done. Now that is certainly a unique way to clear timber. The pilot has to be an absolute expert to control the saw and maintain safety, especially near the power lines. Turning the stump into mulch right on the spot is a great way to fertilize the soil. Instead of hauling debris away, it just mixes organic matter back into the ground cleanly.
Because I thought you were going to pull it down.
Watching this makes you realize how quickly a simple job turns dangerous. The lightly ported saw is pulling its weight. Plenty of power left to rip right through that spruce. That's definitely an awesome saw.
Foil! Whoa! On foil, Gabriel!
Even on rough terrain, lifting the front end is not the solution. The TAF skidder needs balanced traction to skid the wood. He is gambling with the machine's safety and lifespan right there. Logging with draft horses is a dying art that deserves so much respect. Seeing the raw strength of the horse pulling those heavy logs reminds us of how forestry started long before engines took over.
Well, a couple shingles and some gutter repair.
They branched out into the demolition business. Listen to that Roman diesel engine roar. Hauling 11 tons up a snowy slope with just one wheel net is a serious power test. Muffler mods really seem to wake these M-tronic saws up, bumping them into the next power class. The Steel 362 keeps its usual strong spot, while the modified 261 runs right with it cut for cut, even though it's lighter than stock. Even the smaller 241 holds close on cuts under 10 inches, burning less fuel and being the most fun of the three. Too fast to react fully. The trees dropped faster than they could reverse the car. I hope nobody was hurt. Some say he is taking way too long, treating it like surgery instead of logging. While the precision is undeniable, spending this much time on one tree might make it hard to earn a living in production forestry. What do you think?
Yeah.
Modern tech meets local ingenuity right here. While the Volvo offers comfort and capacity, it clearly needs the raw, rugged traction of the Santai Wong to navigate these slippery logging roads. It is definitely not a job for the faint of heart. The timber has arrived at the landing. Now the Cat 966F turns that massive volume into neat stacks. In Thomas Miller's sawmill, you're watching the raw timber from the local woods get precisely cut. According to the project details, logs like larch and chestnut are being prepared for the remaining 4 letters of the nature sculpture. The distinct whirring sound of the frame saw and the heavy thud of the logs really bring the whole milling experience to life. Hacking wildly on a shaky ladder is the absolute perfect recipe for a backyard disaster.
Brother.
One tree in the whole
my
lot, and it lands right there. That's some 1 in a million bad luck. Why rent expensive heavy machinery when you have a leaf blower in the garage? Watching this 2-hour process is a game changer for saving money on yard work while effectively removing solid stumps.
Whoa!
Guy goes in with a chainsaw,
Whoops.
Buddy follows with an axe, and together they unlock the secret level, structural demolition. Sitting inside a heated cabin while working in a freezing forest must be a nice perk of this machine. It separates the operator from the harsh elements while still getting the job done efficiently, as it looks comfortable inside. Forestry work in Chile offers such incredible backdrops for these heavy machines. Seeing the trucks wind through those hills makes you appreciate the long journey the wood takes from the forest to the mill. Hauling 40 tons of timber on a dirt path like that defies every law of physics I know. Processing wood in a beautiful farming setting. Attached to the tractor, the Dalen 2054 firewood processor demonstrates high functionality right here in the field. This unit is popular for being relatively simple to operate, with hydraulic controls that are praised by users for their innovative, straightforward design. Transferring hundreds of pounds of wood by hand in freezing water is absolutely exhausting work. It is crazy how fast a tree can twist and change direction mid-fall.
Check.
This is the ultimate sandbox toy for adults. I would love to drive that powerful rig for a day. Doing 60 miles per hour with 50 tons of timber behind you requires serious skill. You definitely do not want to cut that beast off in traffic. My stomach dropped watching him on that ladder. One bad bounce from that branch, and he would have been flying right into the dirt. Clearing 180 stumps an hour changes the whole game for land management. Imagine hearing a loud crack while squeezed inside that 3-foot gap. Absolute nightmare fuel. The boom was likely extended way too far out. Stretching that arm 60 feet creates enough leverage to pull the whole truck over instantly.
Nicht schlecht. Genauso sollte es immer sein.
Observe the precision required for this job. A logger is expertly cutting a huge tree down the trunk and near the base. It takes serious training to fell a massive tree safely, especially on a steep slope. We're seeing the crucial first step in a forest operation, which is described as a beautiful yarder construction site. Welcome to the core of New Zealand's timber industry. Picton Port is the main exit point for countless truckloads of logs. It's widely considered one of the most efficient logging systems in the world. This is log processing in the central North Island, New Zealand. The big stacker is lifting approximately 75 tons of stems off the truck. It's an efficient way to quickly empty the loads arriving from the forests. Ever wonder how thin sheets of wood are made? Here, the peeler machine shaves the rotating log into long, continuous veneer ribbons. This process is essential for creating the multiple layers needed to build plywood, as shown in the complete production line.
Wear high heels.
Burning it down with chainsaw gas might actually be safer and faster than whatever technique is happening here.
Oh, cool.
Parking that close to the drop zone was definitely a choice he will regret. Hats off to anyone tackling a difficult backleaner. Dealing with the saw chain getting pressed and still finding a solution shows real determination. Experts often suggest using multiple lines or mechanical advantage for better control on such difficult falls near structures. Trust between a man and his animal is essential for work like this. You can see how well Joseph and his Noriker mare Fanny understand each other without needing constant commands. Seeing a V3S actually get stuck is pretty rare. Usually these beasts can crawl through anything, but today, the mud won. Mixing a 12-pack of beer with a running chainsaw is a bold strategy. I am surprised he still has all 10 fingers attached. I would stand at least 50 feet back. Those wood chips are flying out like bullets from a machine gun. Even the crane looks like it is struggling. That load must weigh over 20,000 pounds.
The rope broke! Oh, there's a chainsaw.
Don't.
They moved the boat.
Thank goodness she moved in time, because that was way too close.
Toma ele! Toma ele!
Hardworking and brave people walking straight into that smoke. It was quite a display of human error versus powerful machinery. Thanks for staying till the end. Remember to respect the horsepower. Subscribe to Machine Universe to keep learning about machine capabilities and limits.